Welcome, friends of the Greasy Shop Rag. I've been writing the Greasy Shop Rag for about 7 years now, and I've told a lot of stories on that blog. Well, I've got time now to put some of those to video format, so some of them are just pure gold. We got to get them out there. So let's get started. Our story begins in a mobile home park with me and my wife and a whole bunch of bikes. Living next door to us is a sweet old lady, and for the last few weeks her grandson's been staying with her. The role of her grandson will be played by none other than Harry Styles of One Direction fame. So, we're basically living paycheck to paycheck, and there's plenty of bikes to go around, so it was decided to put a couple of them up for sale. Well, Harry, grandson of the sweet old lady next door, comes over and says, "Hey, good looking bike. I've been thinking about getting a bike. I just told Grandma that I'm gonna want to get a job and help pay the bills, and I need some transportation." It's no problem, dude. Here's a key. Take it for a ride. Check it out. I'll make you a hell of a deal. Ooh, I like this one here. And not just because it smells like sweet cologne. Vroom, vroom, vroom. "30 minutes later. Honey, what do you think happened to Harry? I haven't heard anything from him. Do you think he crashed?" "I don't know. I better go talk to the sweet old lady next door and see what's going on." Harry said that he was looking for some transportation. He wanted to go get a job and help you pay the bills. You didn't give him a bike, did you? We just had a huge fight, and he said, 'I'm out of here and I'm never coming back.'" Wonderful. I guess we're screwed. He stole the bike. I better call the cops. So I call the cops, and basically they said, "Well, wait a minute, where's the cop?" "Well, if we hear anything, we'll let you know."
Warning, bullshit alert.
Yeah, that's bullshit. In our next scene, Harry is trying to outrun the cops. He's all over the place with the bike. He don't really know what he's doing too good. "Pull over, Styles. We're gonna get you. You can't outrun a radio. You'll never catch me, coppers. Rash! Crash! Burn. You're going down, Styles. Come with me. We got you now, Styles. You're gonna rot for a long time." So I get a call from the sheriff's department in a county north of here, and they tell me that they have my bike. It was involved in a high-speed chase where it went straight off a T intersection and pretty much totaled the bike. If I wanted it, I could come up there, but I should bring a trailer. So in our next scene, I'm escorted into a big pole building in a county department, and I see my bike laying on the ground. And the cop that escorted me in, he kind of positions himself here, and his partner kind of positions himself here. And if I had another statue of something, he'd be sitting over here. So they kind of got me surrounded, and I was feeling a little uncomfortable, not sure what was going on here. When the one cop walks over to the bike and reaches into the fairing pocket, pulls out a big baggie, and he says, Is this your bag of weed? What am I supposed to do? I, you know, right away I was getting the hair on the back of my neck was standing up because I knew they were trying to set me up. I didn't know why, but that's what it felt like. On the other hand, another part of me wanted to say something smart like, no, officer, I keep my weed in the other fairing pocket. But I thought better of it, and things were getting kind of tense for a while, and I was not very comfortable at all. And the more we talked, and then they did a little bit more investigating, realized I was in the military and had regular drug testing and such. It probably wasn't my bag of weed. And later they told me the entire bike was full of drugs. I don't know why they bothered trying to set me up. They knew what was going on, but it is what it is. In the end, they helped me load the bike on a trailer, and I was out of there. So I trailered the bike back home and stripped a few parts off of it that I thought I wanted to keep, and the rest of it I just threw out into a buddy's field where I thought it would rot. Some guy came up to me and says, "Hey, what are you gonna do with that bike?" I said, "Take what you want, take the whole damn thing, I don't care." And I figured I'd never hear anything about it again. But oh honey, I just went out and got the mail. Oops, there shouldn't be a bike here. It's gone. I just went out and got the mail, and look what I found. There's a check in here for 500 big ones. What do you suppose it's for? Well, I don't know. Let's read that and see. Hey, remember that dickhead who stole my motorcycle? This was his restitution. I didn't think I'd ever see anything out of that bike. Sweet. So, what's the moral of our story? Well, on the blog I gave you 3 choices. The first choice was, if you want asking price for the motorcycle you're trying to sell, make sure the cops are present at the scene of the crash. Or, moral number 2 choice, don't base the decency of an individual on the sweetness of his grandmother, as they don't always match up. And the third possible choice for moral of the story is, be careful of a friendly invite from a strange cop. You never know how that might end. Thanks for watching. Later.